All right, let's get this going. Hey, it's me, 5XP. Welcome, everybody. Hey, four, I think, newish survivors were taken out this time. So we're on Lantern Year 4. We have, Discord has chosen a level 2 lion because we're going to hunt ammonia. We don't have ammonia. We'd like to get ammonia. It's not as pressing as it normally would be, considering we already have 2 full sets of leather. But anyway, so we've got, who do we have? We're on a level 2 hunt. We've got Usher. Usher is, he's our couple. So Whitney Houston and Usher are married, and they both rolled on sun dipping and are katana people, sun eaters. Was it sun dipping? Or was it some other one? I think it was sun dipping. And yeah, the great dipping of the sun. So he's rolling full leather. He's still got that gender swap belt. So we're going to try to get rid of that today. And then he's got Pride Katana. So full leather with the Lucky Charm and that Pride Katana, which is, it's got that fun ability, which I haven't been able to use yet because I haven't taken that out on a showdown, but we're going to do it today. And that is the Sunder Toughness. So getting crits with this thing gives the monster a minus toughness token. That would be very nice. Hey, what's up, Stickler? Welcome to the show. What is that? Interesting fact. Reprise has more music innovations than Soundgarden ever did. Is that a fact? Is that an honest, true, proven fact? We got drums. What else? Is that that's it? Did we not even have drums before? We got one. And what you got? Interesting. Doing herbal gathering before overwhelming darkness. Is that in case your survivors have hankers? So what is our history with hunts, right? So it's we've either went clubbing, clubbing babies, right? We've been ambushed. We've ambushed. We've started the showdown without ambush, or starting the showdown before, like, meeting the monster on the hunt board has been a really high percentage. And I can't do it on after overwhelming darkness on a level 2 lion, because the lion's that first card after. He's that first step after, and if we ever meet, then we start the showdown. So can't. We thought we could, but we didn't have it in front of us. So we're just doing it ahead of time, because I'd rather do it then than have to kind of hope that the lion moves back on the board. So that's kind of the whole thing, right? So I'm totally derailed. ADHD gamers for the win. All right, so where were we? Oh, we got Whitney Houston, partner of Usher, doing long claw with full leather, band-aids, and a lucky charm. So Whitney is also katana spec, but we don't have another katana. We only have one. We only have that Pride Katana that we ended up being able to make because we had all those amazing resources that we traveled through the mists to this new settlement. You know, we do have another katana. It's just not able to be used by anybody. It's Amy Lee from Evanescence. She's our Goth wanderer. So she's rolling her common katana, her dog collar, whatever the hell that is. And she's taken David Bowie's spot, right? So we don't have any armor for this person's, but they've got the catgut bow, 2 arrows, the rawhide bandana, which is our seed pattern, which I'm hoping works really well for her. So that the bandana is, while insane, you may spend a survival to turn a monster's reaction into a failure reaction before you make a wound attempt on it. And then her common katana has that synergy. It says, when you attack with this, cancel all failure reactions during your attack if you have no noisy. Guess what? She's got no noisy. So she doesn't have a lot of armor. She's got only 2 to the head. It's a yeah. Oh, I apologize. It's a choker. It's a piece of jewelry. It's not a dog collar. That would be sexist and rude. I apologize. Genuinely. All right, then we've got Elvis, who is our spear spec. So we've got a full screamer set with the Lion Slayer cape from Gigalion, the nuclear whip, and the lantern halberd. I'm super excited about this one. Being able to have some tank specky kind of something or other going on there. We have 2 Sun Eaters. We got Usher and Whitney are both Sun Eaters, which allows them to spend a survival if they have any strength tokens to spend them and get surge. So we don't really have anybody else that can do surge stuff. And we're not wearing that the Woe headband, which would give us that free act if we have Foresight. We're not really going to be getting Foresight because we don't have the Cat's Eye. I really, you know what, for being such an important piece, I actually prefer not to play with Cat's Eye. I like the surprise more than I like knowing what's up and gaming the game. So call me crazy. Probably already have. That's okay. All right, so on the hunt board, we are also doing this one. So because this is our first opportunity to have 2 kind of melee people at the same time go out that are partners, we're going to do our beta ring event. So when we get over to this one, we're going to do our beta ring event. Both these people are going to get a nice ring to symbolize their eternal bond. We're going to do herb and mineral gathering. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now, just spoiler wise, I don't see, when I did my rant, I totally random. I do not cheat. I do not stack decks. I don't see, because we could see the different colors of a core hunt and a non-core hunt, I don't see anything else besides the one we placed. So I don't think we're going to get Bone Eaters. So this should be a quick hunt, I hope. Favoring us. You ready to go? I'm ready to go. I don't want to dilly-dally. Who's blue? Usher. Usher is going in for scratching grounds. All right. Let's hunt. All right. Let's see. Claw marks scar the ground. Each survivor may choose to investigate. And oh man, we know we're going to investigate. We're going to gain courage and roll on the table. You know what? Let's boost that a bit. Good job. All right. Everybody's going to gain a courage, huh? Let's start with that. We're a very courageous bunch, this settlement. Yeah, I'm filling boxes like crazy. We don't have a leader, but I don't think I'm gonna need one. Oh, Amy Lee, our drifter. If we can get 1 more courage, she'll get an additional speed. Now, she does have a lot of strength. Her weapon has 4. The White Lion on level 2, the toughness is 10, so that's 6s or better to wound. That's not really that great. And she gets an extra speed, so she's flinging 3 dice, hitting on 6s. That's not a really wounderific profile for me. So I'm definitely going to have her shooting some bows and arrows before we put her into melee. All right, this is for everybody investigating. Now, hold on. Now, does anybody get the +1s to investigate and all that stuff? Usher gets +2, so blue gets +2. I think he's the only one that has been insightful. Yeah. All right, so blue gets +2. Oh, I don't like a lot of these. All right, so sifting through the rubble, stone crushes their hands. Survivor takes 1 event to the arms. Well, hey, Necro, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. All right, so we got a lot of people taking damage to the hands. So who's green? Oh, Amy Lee taking hand damage. Who else? That was green. White is Elvis. He doesn't care. He's got plenty of armor. And then blue is +2. That's nothing happens and nothing happens. But that's a great cost for courage across the board. All right, what do we have here? Prowling lion. All survivors stalk the white lion. The monster hunts something else. Move the white lion one space away. Oh, there's our overwhelming darkness. Could have put the mineral. Whatever. I wasn't gonna play that game. All right, and he starts with ground fighting. Oh, joy of joys. Well, I'll hunt for that in a moment. But yes, one of my favorite. No, it's not really my favorite. I can put my tokens on that. Remind me. And if I don't remember, you've got to remind me. All right, we're gonna herb gather. Our survival is still 5, max of 5. So everybody gets one. Herb. All right, each survivor may make a special gathering roll. Now, what am I thinking of? So the cat claw, what is that one? What is that? That seed we got. So this thing requires that sword beetle. If we had cooking, I'd really try. I'd really try to get a high roll on this so that we could get a random vermin resource. But right now, it's just I just want to roll higher than a 12. Right. So I kind of just want to roll just 4 and see what happens. Oh, okay, fine. Blue and red are gonna roll doubles. All right, there's 10, 19. Okay, we win. All right, so we get the gain of fresh acanthus, strange resource, and everybody gains a survival. See how that wasn't hard. That wasn't hard. Who was that? That was our scythe person or whatever. Easy peasy. But more importantly is the hunt event that's next. And that is this one. All right, we've got the Crevasse of Hands. So this came in last year's Gen Con brown box, which I believe was Investment Sniper or something, maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong. But this one's a lot of fun. So this one is, survivors discover a fissure crowded with the skeletal remains of countless hands. A set of twin lights glimmer from deep within the cavity. The survivor may reach in and choose one result. Oh, but our partner is in the hunting party. So they're gonna spelunk. Their partner clutches you by your feet, gently lowering your head first into the fissure. Very much Tonda and Lana going fishing, right? And caveman. Within the clammy recesses of the hollow, you find a pair of ornate rings. Gain the ring of adoration and gain the ring of devotion. Punctual bride sniper. Yos. And they're in here somewhere. When I put the hunt event on, you think I would have just gone ahead and collected the cards to make it easier, quicker. I don't think that way. Here we go. Those are two awesome, like really awesome content things that we've been using. So the devotion is cursed accessory. You have 2 luck against your partner. Adjacent to your partner, and then the other one is +4 strength while you're adjacent to your partner. So loving that. Oh, and guess what? Bye-bye gender swap belt. Usher feels very manly today. He's feeling more himself. So we get to erase that. The belt of gear grid is no more. Bye-bye, belt of gear grid. Again, it's not horrible. It's got those green affinities, but would rather not. Rather use something else there. Yes, again, it's not as bad as lovely rock. All right, let's go to the next one. Mineral gathering. So now our people just got that much better. I mean, we're gonna have to make sure Usher and Whitney stay alive, right? That's that's important. I think last campaign, I think we had them for a total of 1 hunt before one of them died, and then therefore just nixed the ring. All right, so we got every survivor with a pickaxe is Amy Lee can roll. And we are looking, what are we looking for? We're looking for basically the two numbers that are, let's see, it's after 5 and before 8. Okay, that's a scrap, and it did not occur after overwhelming darkness, so that's it. So we get a scrap. You know what? I'll take it. It's better than taking damage anywhere, I guess. Oh, I'd rather, I mean, yeah, scrap is nice, but that I would rather have iron, right? Iron is what I'm looking for. We're looking to just stockpile it. Now, and this is probably, yep, generic. Who is this? This is, who's white? Elvis, where are we going, buddy? 78. Oh, interesting. So this is Dead Great Game Hunter. And we've got some content for this as well, if I recall. Which one is it? What is this one? Was it a brown box or a white box? Let me get in here. When you encounter a dead great game hunter, the event revealer may gain this gear instead of investigating. Limit once per campaign. Okay. This would be Elvis. Elvis doesn't really have a lot of free stuff to get rid of. Oh, Aziz. Seriously. Alright, so great game. Crossbow. It has load, range 5. While this is equipped, you are guardless. And then when you attack a level 3 monster with it, it gains deadly 2 for the attack. Well, wouldn't that be nice? Now, if only this showed up in Soundgarden, because we actually had that item that keyed off of load, but I don't think we have it here. And this, I don't think we have that. I don't think it made it with us to Reprise. And honestly, if this would have fallen to pretty much anybody else, I would probably say we should take it. But right now, there's not much in Elvis's gear grid that I would be okay getting rid of. He's pretty much stuck. Oh yeah, it was Death Drifter. All right, so maybe we can go ahead and do this one. So let's read the hunt and see what we want to do. The survivor finds a corpse dressed in brightly colored clothing, clutching something to his chest. The event revealer may investigate. He does not get pluses. Alright, so if they do the gain of courage, oh, that's a bonus. Elvis, do you need courage? Oh man, he's close to unveiling the truth or whatever. And if any survivor has a whip, which we do, we have, actually, which he does, he has +4. Otherwise, roll again. So we're definitely not going to get dismembered. We're not going to get -1 accuracy token. We are either going to get an understanding, a basic resource, or a frenzy drink, which I don't even know if I want to do that. I just don't want to gain anything. Does it work? Yeah, crossbow's kind of maybe. Range 5, guardless. Although that's kind of the way we've been playing this character, is that they don't have any armor anyway. We're not pretty much just letting them die. I'm kind of meh on doing any of this. Elvis has like 8 courage. He doesn't really need to go reaching. What do you guys think? You think meh? We don't have to. We can keep moving. Respect the dead and all that. All right, so we're not investigating. Right, I know. Right, but that means we have to get a 1 to 5 or 1 to 6 roll if we're adding 4. Pretty high chance. So that basically we cannot get anything less than his hands are empty. If the settlement is cannibalized, gain a resource, or which would not, or graves. So that means he gets an understanding. So high chance of +1 understanding, or he gets a frenzy drink, which I don't want. Or we can just grab this, which we have 2 catgut bows. I mean, well, remember, blind isn't the worst thing in the world, because of the eye patches in this campaign. So it's not the worst. I'm going to say we skip it. I don't really want it. I don't really want to deal with the gear grid swapping, which just means we're gonna definitely have it later on, because the game loves to do that. When you don't want it, it will do it, and you just live with it. Let's move on. Marked territory. The white line is marked this area. If any survivor has 3 understanding, which we do, bing, bing, bing. That's what we came for, really. That's why we're doing this guy. Usher has now figured out how to do ammonia, which, that's nice. And I'll have to get the consequences out. We're not doing that yet. Too bad we don't get that +1 now. Ooh. Let's throw that one in. Wait, hold on. Is that, we still roll random, right? If they've not amended it, yep. Okay, so we still gotta roll random. Rigged? Shh. Shh. Pish posh. Are you calling me a liar? So, chance encounter. The survivors encounter a bewitching barefoot waif with soot-covered feet. If you already rolled this event on this hunt, or if all survivors are insane, are we? We're not all insane. No, we are not insane. Whitney saves us from that. Or maybe not, maybe it's bad. She turns to run away, otherwise exclaiming wildly at the survivors. The woman's presence fills everyone with the alien feeling of hope. All survivors gain a courage and understanding. Well, isn't that much? That's so much better. I'd just rather do it that way. That's both or your choice. All survivors gain +1 courage, +1 understanding. They're winning. Winning. Prepare for absolute rug pull. So Whitney gets courage and is going to be rolling on bold. Oh, baby. Amy Lee gets +1 speed. Which is now she's +2 speed. And understanding. Almost forgot. Elvis. Whew, one away from seeing the truth. All right, let's do bold. All right, where are we? We're on the hunt. She is now prepared. Seven. 7 is gain an understanding. Well, guess what? She just hit insightful. Let's keep going. H.I. When did you get it? I got it on the hunt. You are now an explorer. We do need somebody with analyze at some point. And she's gonna be 7 again. Okay. That one is +3 survival, +3 insanity. Whoop, can't go higher than that. Well, that could have gone better. Whatever. Nice coffee break. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Back to chance encounter. If the settlement has hovel, I don't think we've got hovel. I know the other settlement did. Soundgarden did, but I don't think... Yeah, no hovel. No hovel. So then what happens? Oh yeah, so we don't get the heal all injury, and we don't get, you know, +1 accuracy tokens and all that kind of stuff. So I'm okay with that. That was decent. All right, so now we got overwhelming darkness. Like you can't complain about what's happened so far. Overwhelming darkness. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. We'll see what happens here. All survivors must determine their paths and walk them simultaneously. Who got the lowest? Blue, Usher. You are most courageous, sir. And you are also insane. Let's see. He is either going to die, or he's going to get a -1 accuracy. Let's get a -1 accuracy token. We're going the brave way. Who's next? 6 of green. Amy Lee. She's going to gain a -1 evasion token. So a massive... Wait, yep. She's not... Yes, she is courageous now. So she can do that one. A massive whale swims overhead. Your guts quiver with its booming cries. You vomit in fear, but keep a brave face. Gain -1 evasion token. And +1 survival for everybody after this. She's now at -2 evasion. We do not want her to get hit. Although if she dies, she's just coming back anyway. Is that player knowledge? Player knowledge, right? 8 for Whitney, who is courageous and most understanding. So she is with your lantern held high. You cut a path through the teeming darkness, suffer arms damage of 1. And guess what? We were just talking about no one has leader. Well, guess what? Elvis, you're now leader, buddy. Congratulations. We knew you had it in you. You emerge from the darkness with a new perspective. Gain leader. Everybody already looked to him as the leader anyway. And then everybody gets a bonus for watching somebody puke their guts out. Somehow makes everybody very, very, very happy. Moving on. All right, yeah, he moved. He moved once. We're gonna have to do another one. Another hunt event. This one plunges us into a death spiral and be really, really ticked off. $21. Drawings. Cowering in a cave, the survivors find strange drawings decorating the wall. They appear to contain a message. Any survivor with 3 understanding may try to decipher them and roll a d10. If they have pictograph, every survivor may roll and add d4. So, do we want to do this? Who's our understanding people? We got Usher, Whitney, and nope, sorry, Elvis. Do we want them to roll? Because it says may roll, right? This survivor may try to decipher the drawings. So what are I usually don't like to read the results before rolling, but yeah, whatever. So we can either get monster brain damage, +1 insanity, or gain 2 survival and a random fighting art. I feel like, yeah, we should roll, right? That seems dumb to not. This one seems like a very positive one. We're gonna do it. Here we go. So blue is Usher, red is Whitney. Ah! Yes! Monster level brain damage. These 2 idiots smacked themselves in the head while trying to look closely at the carving, or the little like red handprints and shit on the wall. Way to go. Like idiots. So they forgot to take a torch. You idiots. Alright, anyway. It's Showdown White Lion time. That wasn't too bad. Right? Well, I've had worse. But yeah, now we got to get rid of the rings event. So that's a once per campaign, I believe. Yeah, once per campaign. Got that one over there. And he gets ground fighting. Darn. It wasn't a part of the deck to begin with, so we just get... Darn. Alright, so here's White Lion while we're, while I'm shuffling and doing all the other stuff. I did pre-stack. I mean shuffle. I'm just kidding. I don't stack. You know, let's put this ammonia next to like one of our loot cards. Like that, Acanthus. So 16 health, did I do the math correctly? 10 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. We get 1 tall grass. 1 tall grass. And 2 randoms. And then we start 6 away from that lion who is on his back, pawing at the sky. You want a monster corpse terrain card for Phoenix Skull? See, I want Corpse Lily. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Although that I could do, like, that's not a bad thing. But I want Corpse Lily. I want to play with new content. That's what I want. Okay, first one. Ah, boo. Oh, come on. That's boring. Boring. Who shuffled this thing? Come on. So, yeah, you get some tall grass. 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 Yeah. And then 2 salt sculptures. Where are they? Whatever. That's Time Worn statue, but whatever. That'll be good enough. That'll be good enough. Alright. He gets Cunning, +1 speed, +1 damage. Do we even care about these things, or is it just for resources? Yeah. If we're in darkness, where's the sun today? It's on this side, so darkness would be on that side. And it don't change. Not during the fight. I guess that's the way I play it. And that's the only way I play. Let's see, and then he's got Cunning. So version 1 card, I know we've talked about this. If I don't have it written on my card, it's not there. At the end of each monster turn, sneak, he extends his claws, and if there are any adjacent survivors, target one at random. Grab and run away. Ground fighting, I swear, if I don't do my moods correct today, Harry Carry is a possibility. So the monster flips on its side, waiting for people, pawing at the sky. It will not draw AI. When we spend an act in the zone of death. And before resolving the action, the monster psychs and jumps on us. And otherwise, when he is wounded, discard ground fighting. So yeah, there's nothing to freaking collect except 2 pieces of salt. Oh man, that's disappointing. So we can spend our act, if we're in darkness, crack the surface and harvest a handful of salt, carefully storing it. Right, light penetrates the sculpture from inside, and in one brilliant moment, it's gone. Gain 1 salt-strained resource, archive the terrain tile, and we're just going to be using that for things like upgrading our pool. So it's just a resource that we get. And where do we set it up? 4 spaces away from all other terrain. And the tall grass is 4 spaces away from tall grass. You want to just throw the tall grass in the middle somewhere? And you want to go crazy? You want to go crazy? 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go crazy. There we go. Whoa, it's going crazy. And the statues are beautiful. It's like a beautiful piece of art. All right, and then we are on the board. Yep, I went. So there's my new death claw, or my new long claw mini. Very happy about that. Where are we putting our guys? Who's got the? Oh, it's not. We don't even roll for the salt. So I'm feeling. We don't even have to roll, so we don't need a screamer person to do it, or a leather person. Whoever the heck gets the +2 on their arms. I got screamer. So basically, monster's turn, he just meows, and then we run around collecting stuff, right? So at some point, we will harvest. I don't really need to do this, right? Just I'm just gonna go around, right? We take our time, he paws around, I run around, I do things. I collect these 2 pieces of salt. And then where are we gonna set ourselves up? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so Amy Lee with our bow is going to be 6 spaces away in the tall grass. I honestly, I'm just feeling it. I'm just feeling it. Going with the flow here. What is this? This was Usher. Usher's the only one who can't hit at range, so diagonally and adjacent. Right? Good? So technically, it's pawing at the ground again, and now it's our turn. Let's shoot an arrow at it, right? I feel like that's like a no-brainer. So which one are we doing first? The hollow point? I think that's the one with the most guaranteed damage-ish, as long as we hit. All right, hollow point. 4. That's a miss. So, yarp. Yeah, she has no bonuses whatsoever. So she needed a 6 or better. So there's a hollow point gone. All right, how about a clawhead arrow? So I guess we're gonna go do all the way around. Do clawhead arrow. What good are you? Seriously. All right, Amy. She's like, I brought a katana and you're making me use you're making me use arrows? What a bad general. Alright, I guess I'm poking it in the face with a spear. Since we're not in range. What's with spear? This is the lantern halberd. Hitting on 4 3s or better. 3s or better. That's 2 hits. My gosh. He's not in the blue zone. Nope. Adjacent. 1 square adjacent. You trying to make me lose? We got Fleshy Gut and Beast's Paw. Both have failure basic actions. This one does an extra 2 damage. So let's... Yeah, screw it. We're going after the paw first because I'd love to get rid of grab. Alright, so damage is on 3, 7... as long as I don't roll that number. As long as I don't roll that number... There we go. I don't have any crits. And no surpasses. Right. Alright, so that's a wound. And ground fighting is discarded. We're going after Fleshy Gut. 3, that's still a wound with all the extra bonuses. 7 plus 3 plus 3. That's 2. Boom, boom. Alright, white's done. I'm definitely going after with Whitney or Usher next. I would love to get... Yeah, we're going with Usher first. So Usher's blue. I am going to pray for some solid hits. So Pride Katana is 2 speed, hitting on 6s, 5s, 4s, or better. Aww. 1. I'll take it. And no perfect hits, I don't think. No perfect hit type stuff on this guy. Mother of pearl. Alright, well, guess what? The chances of me at least getting the shimmering mane are high. So I have 1, 2, 3. 3 luck. 3 luck right now. Let's slice off that mane, shall we? Wah, wah. Sad trombone. Big fat nothing. That sucks. And I'm going to, on my turn, use that leather boot and get myself synergized leather boot action and move myself one space away. Not exactly how I thought this first round of wounding the monster would go. Let's kill it with that claw, damn it. Alright. Super Death Claw, Long Claw, Death Claw. We're rolling 3s. Hitting on 6s, 5s or better. 5s or better. Okay, there we go. Alright, here we got Beast Knee. That's a good one. No negatives. We've got Scapular Deltoid. Well, we have a dash away all if we need to. And what's this last one? Beast's back. So 2 failure grab reactions. I'm praying we don't get to that part, but let's do just in case. Just in case we're gonna do that Beast's Knee first. Now she is critting on. Oh, I forgot. I have an extra luck on Usher, but it was not that much luck, right? So I need to write that down because that synergized, or that new ring connected the lucky charm dots. So he gets 1 and then an additional 2 if he's adjacent to his partner. All right, we're going for this one. This is Whitney with her long claw. She's deadly. She's sharp. Oh yeah, sharp. She's got 1 and 8 luck, 1 lucky charm luck. So she's critting on 7s or better. Or she's missing. Yeah, like there's that. So Beast Knee, worthless. All right, how about the Beast's back? That's better. That's a crit. What happens with the back? And no, we do not have Devastate yet. So we need the Hands of Sun. We need to be innovating. This one is he gains -1 accuracy token. We'll take it. And then we've got the Scapular Deltoid. Another crit. This one is the trauma. The impact fractures the White Lion's shoulder. It gains a -1 movement token. Hot dog. Oh, and a wound. Right, and a wound. Yeah, she's the one I need to be hitting. Hitting with and critting with. Alright, so now green. What are we doing with her now? That she shot her 2 good arrows with her chance to wound. Do we really want to go in and try to swipe with her katana? She's rolling 4 dice. Right, 'cause she got an extra plus speed with the courageousness. She's so courageous. So she's rolling 4 dice, hitting on 6s or better, unless behind. But her wounds are only 4. But she can't. But she cancels reactions and stuff, right? We should probably try it, right? 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna try. Rolling 4 dice. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Question: if you take a single attack with an arrow, would you not get +2 accuracy from the cap go? Yes, you could. My whole thing is, with her is still strength. I wouldn't be able to wound, but you could. Right. So so back to your question right before. This is the guy that was smacking with the spear. Not anybody in this area. All right, but Amy's going in and smacking with her katana. She is katana spec. We did end up giving her the katana spec. What is she hitting on? 6s or better. 1. She's gonna do 1. All right, the beast tricep. So this failure does not exist. You don't see it. Because of her common katana, which is when you attack with this, cancel all failure reactions during your attack if you have no noisy stuff. So this is just good. Correct. If that happened, that's what would happen. All right, so now we just need to roll 6 or higher. Not 6, not higher. So that's a big whiff. So nope, but no failures. Again, she's not I'm not too excited about that. All right. I kind of want a GTFO though now. Because I think that's all she's going to be doing. Because I need to get her in grass and I want her to not be the target of an attack because she has -2 evasion and no armor. So she's gonna dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, run away! Spend that survival. That was Amy. Oh, and whoopsies. On arrival, everybody gets like 3 survival from first aid, 1 survival from things. So everybody should have been at max. So now she's gonna spend it. Oh wait, we're not done. We could surge. Usher and Whitney need to spend a survival. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So Whitney and Usher are spending a survival to gain a strength token. Now they're gonna spend that strength token and a survival, right? Is it survival? Do I have to spend a survival or do I just spend the tokens? Perform surge following all its normal rules and restrictions. Okay, so I still have to spend, right? Okay. All right, and I forgot about that. Gaining survival limit, but we were already there. So, I'll tell you what, Usher's not doing it right now, but he's getting that strength token for later because he's no longer adjacent. He's preparing himself. But you better believe Whitney's going to do it with her diagonally non-adjacent long claw that crits and hurt. Oh man, that's a bummer. All right, so hitting on 6s, 5s or better. Wah, wah. No perfect hit. Anything's happening. All right, beast flank. Cats hate this. All right, so if I wound, this happens. Now we are sharp and critting on 7s. We don't care if you hate that, cat. We're gonna do it anyway. Gonna do it anyway. All right, so the lion is KD'd. Damn it! Right when I'm done with my freaking turn. Hi. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to dash in with Usher, right? I'm gonna have to take the opportunity. All right, so he's knocked down. We do the wound. That's it though, right? Yeah, he's knocked down. Yeah. Could have been better. All right, so now, during the flow of being knocked down, I'm dashing in with Usher. And I'm taking full advantage. Rolling 2 on my Pride Katana. What is 4 hit? Or 6? Oh yeah, everything 3. 3's a better hit. 3, sir. All right, so 2, 2, 2. And reactions are canceled. Here we go. Oh yeah. Kiss my grits. So we're going just for critsies, which we are critting on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6s are better. Critting on 6s are better. Let's go for that beast's chest. Yay! That's a crit! So not only are we doing a damage here, right? Not only, but wait, there's more. Not only are we doing a damage, but we're also -1 toughnessing him because of our sunder. All right, and along with all the other proper stuff. So let's see. You strike the White Lion's Stout Heart. Gain 1 random White Lion resource. Roll a d10. Roll a d10. What are we rolling? What's our d10 to see if we can kill this sumbitch? We got all kinds. Somebody want to pick one of these things for me? And on a 10, he dies. We get a lion's tail. Yay. Sounds like a Disney movie. That's not a 10. It does start with the same letter, however. All right, so now we're going for this one. Well, that's poop. Is that a wound, though? That's still a wound, though. 7 plus 2 plus 2 is a wound. But not a crit. And the wound reaction is canceled. I don't think I have any other way to do damage. Oh, I also forgot to do the Rapture Bracelet. So for Goth, at the end of your attack with a melee weapon, if you're standing, make another attack. The same weapon, it gains slow. Well, does it say? Oh, that sounds like I was supposed to do it, not may do it. Oh well. That's a 5 XP moment. Chalk it up. Tally mark. 5 XP moment. All right, what else? I think that's it. I don't think I have any other... I don't think I have any other way. And I think I was supposed to spend another survival. Yeah, on Usher. I think I was supposed to do it. I think because I survivaled for dash, but not to remove my strength token and surge. But all right, we're good though. All right, monster's turn. Stands up. He's not as happy as he was a minute ago. That's for sure. At least I have my tokens to dash away all. Who do we got? Bat around. Closest threat facing. Perfection. All right. And we're going to be rolling... How many dice? How many dice? 2 from the card, 1 from a token. 3 dice hitting on 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. Yeah, nines are better. Oh, well, that's lovely. You know it's 3 crits. There you go. It's pretty darn close. It's one hit. 9s are better. To the feet. You know what? I disbelieve. Disbelieve. Dodging that one. And then I am GTFOing. So I gotta dash out. Otherwise he's gonna grab my hinder. But I am just gonna go to here. Here. Right? It's a ground fighting was zone of death, but this is just regular adjacency. Right? Yeah, adjacent. Yep. You're not adjacent. Alright, so dodging and then 1 more for dashing. Then it's my turn again. Let's beat this bitch. Do I want... I'll stab him in the face with my spear? Yes? I feel like that's a really good idea. No! Let's let's do something with these guys. I'm gonna have to do one then the other, aren't I? Yeah, let's do Claw first. She gets +4 strength while attacking adjacent to her lover. Danger, danger. High voltage. 3 hitting on 6s, 5s, 4s or better. Wait. She's gonna spend a survival to gain that strength token. All right, now we're gonna. She's hitting on, what was it, 6s or better? What'd I say earlier? 6s, 5s, 4s or better. Two hits. We have the Beast's Tail, Reflex. We'll move the monster and grab. Oh, we're okay with that one. Nobody's in front. And then we've got Beast's Maw. On a failure. And we just, as long as we don't roll a 1. So let's do this one first. Let's do that one first. We are critting on 7s or better. And we are wounding on, like, basically anything. So 4, 7, 8. I told you they're gonna go failure. Failure reaction on a stinking deadly and sharp weapon. I did. I totally jinxed it. I knew it. My bad. Monster roars triumphantly. Roll a d10. On a 4. The suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is KD'd. So 2. And we're gonna have to make it move, otherwise she's gonna get grabbed. Otherwise, you know, or maybe that'll just be her punishment for being so penisy. Alright, well, so that's it for that, right? Honey, no! Alright, now we're getting into the Usher's attack with the Pride Katana. Hitting on what? 6, 5, 4, 3s or better. Man, perfect hits don't count for nothing. So that's 2 hits. Ah, yes. Clever girl. Clever girl. Trap. The attacker is caught completely by surprise. The attacker's doom perform basic action targeting the attacker. Swoosh. Well, yeah, so there's a trap in every deck. What is my basic on the White Lion? It's hitting on 3 dice. Hitting on 2, 3. And this is Usher 3, 5s or better. 5s or better doing 2 damage. Well, that's 2 damage. Or 2 hits. Where will it be? Legs and feet. This is Usher. Well, isn't that stinker? Well, it's not like we didn't know that was a possibility. Somebody's gonna get grabbed, right? Somebody's going down. All right, Amy, I think you might be next, girl. Coming in and swiping from behind. Gotta make sure we get this deck nice and shoe-flayed. You guys doing all right out there today? Didn't do a lot of advertisement for tonight. Just kind of felt like real low-key, just play the game and have some fun. And if anybody shows up, wonderful, wunderbar. All right, here we go. Stacked perfectly. The trap on top. Let's go, girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, you win. She's tossing 4 dice. 4 dice. Hitting on 6, 5s or better. 5s or better. That's all of them. But she doesn't have any perfect hit, whatchamacallits. That's a negatory. But let's see what happens here. That's a lot of trap potential. We're good. Yes. Well, not devastating, but she could have. You know, and that's actually what we should have done, right? So we're gonna do that because I feel like we should have. I like where your head's at. Thank you for the reminder. Give her one. All right. But she can't use it to surge, but she can use it to wound. So some people are smarter than others. I know my place. What do we got? We've got failures don't matter. And look at that. All of them are failures. We don't need to even spend a survival to remove any reflexes this turn. So we're going to go for the beast's heal. Amy Lee is, let's see, 4 5s. Hit. 5s are better on everything. So, or we could just crit. Look at this girl. Let's go big or go home. Remember, we don't have devastating yet. Wah wah. Alright, so the precise attack ruins the monster's straining tendon. The white lion is knocked down. Again with once everybody's already attacked, knocked down. Persistent injury, ruptured tendon. When the white lion starts its movement, roll a d10 on a 1. He's knocked down. Alright, so that was that one. Persistent. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's still our turn. That was trap. I was thinking it was his turn and we forgot to do cunning. Alright. Keep moving on. Beast's ear. Remember, there's no failure reaction because she's snickety-sniking with her super silent katana. 8. That's a wound. Look at this girl go. Moving on. Beast's maw. Alright, what is going on here? Just as I drew it up, of course. Beast elbow. Okay. Yo Aziz. Yo Aziz, show. I rolled a 9. Show everybody. Look at that. 3 hits. That one. She's on fire. Didn't even need the strength, Stickler. Just a bonus. Now, I will want to dash away, though. Oh, wait, no. That was with the Calm Katana. Now I got to do the Rapture Bracelet. Good God. At the end of your attack with a melee weapon, if you are standing, make another attack with the same weapon. It gains slow for this attack. And that will hit, right? Because he's knocked it down. And it's not level 3, it's not indomitable. So, a slow hit to the beast's knee. And we got a winner. So another damage. This girl is nuts. You know, I knew it all. And then we're gonna dash out. She can go hide in the grass. Just go hide in the grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't disappear, but she can hide. Of course, it just offsets her negative evasion with her -1 innate and -1 token. Now, who hasn't gone? We've got Elvis left. Elvis is going to poke it in the butt with a spear. 2 hits because of knockdown. What do we got? Oh, how about we go that soft belly first? Well, it doesn't matter. Failure react. No, all reactions are cancelled. So let's see. As long as I don't roll that number, we're good. There we go. No crits, just the wound. And let's do it again. Do it again. Oh, that's a nice one. Again, no crits, just a wound. All right, so Usher could get another. So he's got 2. So Usher has 2 survival left. The monster has 3 wounds left because of the. Yeah, because of the ground fighting that got added in that we discarded. So I guess technically, click. So he's not gonna die. We can't kill it with 1 surge. What? Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm spending his 2. Boom, boom. Strength token, surge, and we're going after. We're just gonna kill it. He's angry. I just needed 3s. Or we could just kill it, right? That would be easy. All right, all reactions cancel, but we just need two lanterns in a row. All right, well that is still a crit. So I guess, yeah, we just needed a crit and then a lantern. So fake shuffle, fake shuffle, fake shuffle. Which one's the wound, the left or the right? And then while you guys are figuring that out, I'm gonna just kill it anyway. Oh, doesn't matter. It's a crushed windpipe. The monster cannot breathe. It dies at the end of the next monster turn. So, but it will get its last lick in. So the wound was the right. And then that one's, that other wound is there. So he's down to his last, his basic. And on with his dying breath. With his dying breath, he will basic somebody. So he gets up. I mean, I could make Whitney take it, or I could roll randomly between the 2 of them. Both of them are in full leather. Gonna be fine. Closest survivor in field of view. It's not threat. It's survivor. Let's have it be Usher. Let's have it be Usher, right? Does it really matter? It totally doesn't matter. We're just picking one. Lowest is hit. It's Usher. Alright, that's 3 dice. Hitting on 2, 3, 4, 5s. 5s are better. That's 1 hit. Guess what? You can't dodge it because you spent all your survival. And that's 2 damage to the feet. Then at the end of each monster turn, the monster extends its claws. But at the end of the next monster turn, he dies. And I'm gonna pick that happens first. He was reaching out. He was gonna do it. But in true Hollywood fashion, it just dies right before. Yay. All right, anyway. What's a level 2 do for us? 2 hunt XP. Usher ages up. Whitney will age up. This was her first hunt. Amy Lee ages up, and she gets 3 XP, and we get to read her story. She gets that +1 for being a veteran. And Elvis ages up. What is going on? Oh, and then we got to do weapon props, right? We get so Katana level 2 for Usher. He definitely sliced it. Whitney, you get nothing. Because you're not proficient in katana. Or you are, but you used something else. Amy Lee gets +1. Elvis did poke it with the spear. Good job, Elvis. We're very proud of you. Now, what do we got? We got 6 white lions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 4, I think. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? Anything specific? Ooh, I think we're out of hides. I think we're out of hides. We're out of organs. I think we've got a very large amount of bones. So I don't think we need that. Let's see, we got a lion tail, acanthus, yeah, broken lantern, and ammonia. I don't think, I probably got one more thing. What, am I missing something? Guess not. Right. Hides and organs. Here we go. Let's start it out. Oh, that's good. That's all, everything. It's looking hot, looking fine. It is. Keep it going, keep it going. Perfect bones? You know what? I will take perfects all the time. All right, here we go. We don't need any more great cat bones, or lion claws, or great cat bones, or lion claws, or there we go. Two hide right there, and an organ. It's like all we know how to do is get cat bones from this guy. But we got 1 organ, 3 hides, 4 stinking bones. We can make 2 more spears if we want. We got the gambit for innovating. So all trips for innovating. That is it. That is it. That's kind of a bummer. Except we got rid of the belt for Usher. We got the rings for Whitney and Usher. Amy Lee, we get to read a story for her. We got ammonia. Great success. All right. Congrats. We've made it to Lantern Year 5, which is our 20th Lantern Year as a group. we would be doing the gambit if we, or the gauntlet, right? If we had stayed in the other settlement. We get the Great Sky Gift. 4 endeavors. Bunch of good materials. No one died. I call it a win. Alright, where are we? Story event time. Or settlement event time, whatever. Oh. Blast and bother, bullocks and crap and shoot. Skull Eater. Randomly choose a returning survivor. Give them 3 insanity. Let's see. Who do we want to be? Oh, it's random. Randomly choose. Well, you know, we went a whole 15 lantern, a whole 20 lantern years in this campaign and didn't get Skull Eater or murder, so it was bound. It was bound to come up. You can't run away from fate like that. Alright, lowest is my Eater of Skulls. Elvis! Why'd you do it, Elvis? Okay, they get 3 insanity. I haven't transposed yet, so 1, 2, 3. They're up to 8. The survivor consumes the skull of a deceased survivor. Please don't do it to David Bowie. They awaken a hunger that cannot be stopped and roll on the table below. Alright, when the murder or Skull Eater events are drawn. Or other things, there's other things. We're going to call it an impairment, right? It's not normal, Dave. Or marrow hunger, not marrow eater. Right, I did that wrong. Marrow hunger. Skulls and murder. Alright, come on. Let's get something good here, not anything bad. A 1! Paper? Alright. The other survivors have learned to fear the Skull Eater's hunger and take matters into their own hands. The Skull Eater is dead. Their skull is used to decorate the settlement as a warning to others. Well, should probably do a reroll. I think he's got his lifetime. He does have his lifetime, and so I think I'm gonna count that one as his reroll. Because I don't want to lose my spear spec leader. Come on now. That's just boring. Alright, so let's try again. An 8. Is that technically better? The other survivors redirect the Skull Eater's hunger. They may spend 2 endeavors to replace the marrow hunger impairment with the binge eating disorder. If they don't, add murder. Yeah, gee, I wonder what we'll do. There we go. Pretty thematic. What do you think about it? Like, dude, stop eating. I'm okay with this. This is a good reroll. That's a good use of reroll. Binge eater. Now, if I'm not mistaken, all that one is he has to have a consumable in his gear grid when he departs. I think that's it. Oh, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Where's my eraser? Yeah. Yerp. You can do it, Billy. We believe in you. They sent him to fat camp. So now he's just fat. Way to go, team. Gotta write that one down. Skull. All right. The Great Sky Gift is next. It sucked losing David Bowie. I would be pretty desertated if I lost Elvis too, like in back to back. That would be rough. All right. The sun's mouth opens, creating a deafening drone. It begins to power vomit directly into the sacred pool. The survivors recognize the gift and cheer as the mineral and bacteria-infused liquid gushes out. The surface casting colorful reflections off the lanterns around the settlement. The settlement embraces the Sky Vomit Festival, feeling a collective need to preserve as much of the gift as possible for the spawn living inside it. The settlement may nominate a survivor to enlarge the sacred pool. Now, we did also get 2 salts, but I'm not. We'll just write it down on the settlement sheet. Because we're gonna want to use those. We're gonna want to use those to extend the pool. All right, so Sky Vomit Festival. Let's do that. Roll a d10. Come on. A 5. Darn. All right, nominate a survivor. As they watch the vomit fall, they notice a strange creature swimming upstream. Feeling bold, they manage to pull it out. They gain 1 hagfish strange resource and a courage. Darn, we needed 1 more on that to get Defender. And I like that one. Defender is basically encourage, a bonus encourage, or fist bump plus. Who shall be our nominated person? We've got quite a few people. This is to gain a courage. Do we have... We could give it to Amy Lee. That's always a bonus for courage. Gets her closer to getting an extra strength. Oh, we could give it to Elvis. We could give it to Elvis. It would give him seeing the truth. We could also give it to Taylor Swift and Axl. Axl Rose, they are both ready to be emboldened. However, I don't want another matchmaker. Right? Because isn't Bold on a I'm pretty sure Bold in the settlement phase is matchmaker, and we don't need any more of that. Yeah, we don't want that. So I'm gonna give it to Elvis so you can see the light. Do you see the light? We're gonna do it. Seeing the truth. We got ages up. We got seeing the truth. Do we have sculpture? I don't think we have sculpture. No, we do not have sculpture this time, so no bonuses. No grand proclamation. So that's too bad. And we need... Let's see, you may upgrade the Sacred Pool once per lantern year. And we need to nominate somebody to gain a fighting art, random fighting art. I'm feeling Whitney right now. I'm feeling Whitney, right? So we need 6 resources, which, oh boy, I've got some great ones to volunteer. How about Salt? So this is, you lead the settlement to extend the pool, lovingly creating new icons and symbols of adoration. While working, an idea, you gain a random fighting art, and this costs 6 resources. How about 2 salts? How about 2 hooked claws from a Gigalion that doesn't exist anymore? So that's 4. You know what? How about 2 great cat bones? Or how about just a lion claw and a great cat bone? There you go. Boom. 6 resources, and we've leveled up the pool. That's a win. Sacred Pool. Where are we? Level 2. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff to make that we don't have the materials, but we will. We will. I hear those things are beneficial. Elvis story courage. See the truth. The greatest courage is achieved when the past and future are abandoned. The void that remains is a dark, endless well of strength. Fear and pain are your nourishment, and you will feast. You suddenly recall meeting a strange masked man who for a moment opened your second eyelids. What you saw filled your mouth with the taste of your own death. Suffer the blind, severe head injury, and taste death. If you're already blind, you're blind again. No, do not suffer it again. So guess who's blind? This guy. Who's going to be wearing a headband from now on? This guy. So -1 accuracy. Wah wah. Alright, let's roll for Taste of Death, shall we? Let's get a good one. I like this die. Ready? This is for seeing the truth for Elvis. Is a 6. He's bitter. So when your second eyelids opened, everything looked the same. There was no wonder, there was no mystery. Death was simply everywhere. A bitter flavor filled your mouth as you accepted your harsh reality. Gain the Berserker fighting art in the following ability. Bitter Frenzy. Each showdown, the first time you suffer frenzy brain trauma, gain D10 survival. You may spend survival while frenzy. Now, wouldn't that have been nice if I'd collected a frenzy drink on a hunt somewhere? Darn. All right, anyway, Elvis gets good stuff. He gets gooder. So we get the Berserker fighting art. Would you like to make a Berserker? And the Bitter Frenzy ability. Which is just first on first. Frenzy. What is it? Gain D10 survival. And then I can use survival while frenzy. Anytime you can use survival while frenzied is BA. Right? BA and OP. Yeah, you know me. Hello, family. All right, so what's next? I would have liked to have been able to surge, but oh well. I think that's it for that one. And then we have ages. We have tons of ages. It's probably quicker to go this way. All right. Usher ages up. First age. Yep, first age. 11. That's gain a fighting art. Oh, we never got a fighting art for stinking Whitney, did we? Okay, this is Whitney's fighting art. What? What a waste. Sword Oath. Wow. That's a bummer. So when you gain this, write the name of a sword, because Twilight swords aren't swords and katanas aren't swords. We don't have a sword. I don't think we have a sword in the settlement. At least this Twilight sword is a Twilight sword. It's not a non-sword, non-Twilight Twilight sword. Yeah, and we don't have a single sword in the whole settlement. This person wants to learn how to use them. Well, congratulations. Like, so I guess we gotta name a sword we don't even have. Well, we're not gonna get Excalibur, we're not gonna get Sword of Silence. Oh, no, we can get Excalibur. Let's put no, it's not. It's, shoot. Which one is it? I feel like there's only one sword thing. Oh no, it's not a sword, it's an ability. Well, crap. What sword are we gonna do? Lantern Iron Sword? Scrap Sword? Which one has... We can get a scrap sword from debris. But yeah, I guess we could go lantern. Is there another one we can make? Because we have the prism lantern, so we can make the wrought ironworks. Is there a sword in there? No, there's not. So yeah, let's do lantern sword, I guess. It's the one that is most likely, I guess. It won't matter, because we're gonna get rid of this. We're splitting hairs over nothing. All right, we're not gonna get a sword, and if we do, we're gonna trump this fighting art before that happens. Whatever. All right, now we're back to Usher's age fighting art. Strategist, huh? So putting, what is it? Giant stone face or pillar. I'm down with that. We're going to be using the bow quite a bit, so having a giant stone face on the board is always a bonus. All right, Whitney's age up. Oh, 17, huh? Gain a permanent accuracy. All right, Amy Lee does not age up normally, but Elvis does. So Elvis, what's your roll? 4. +1 permanent strength. That is excellent. Dude's got 4 and 8 strength. And with that lantern spear, that's 11 base. That's fantastic. All right, let's do Goth. Goth birthday. Let's see. That was her intro. She hasn't died or anything, so that's a bonus. Disposition is just not. She's not positive nor negative. All right. If only I could fill my heart. While constructing the settlement's latest innovation on accident leaves a survivor in peril. The gory mess reminds Goth of her own sinister wound pulsing painfully under her garments. She's branded for doom and doom to others. Roll a d10 and add Goth's hearts to the results. So we're at naught. So whatever this is what we get. That was almost a 10. Oh, that would have been nice. All right, but 8 is okay. Let's see. Goth tends to the wounded survivor with quick stitching. Nominate another survivor to erase a permanent injury of their choice and gain a disposition heart. Oh, we're gonna have to look around. If only David Bowie was here, we'd give him his leg back. All right, well let's take a look around. Who's got a permanent injury? Does anybody know besides the eye that we just got, right? Or the blind? Does anybody? We got a broken rib. Who's that? That's Rihanna. But we don't. Do we care? Do we even care about that? Okay, so we got Elvis. We got Rihanna. I don't think we have anybody else that has a permanent injury of any kind at the moment, right? You don't want to be replaced by AI viewers? What's your problem? There, I handled it. Handled, okay? We got a choice here. Elvis could be unblinded, but then he wouldn't be able to have an awesome stinking eye patch and become an even more of a badass, right? Just gaining +2 strength on top of that. 4 that he's already got seems really nice to me. We already know that we're gonna have to play with his grid a little bit because I have to have a consumable in there. So, and an eye patch. But Rihanna is going to go on one of those fights at the end of during the gauntlet, right? So maybe getting rid of a broken rib or contracture makes sense, just to have her, in a better state for when that happens. I'm kind of okay leaving Elvis with an eye. He's got one good one. What's contracture? I feel like that's the speed. Is that speed? No, -1 accuracy. And what's a rib? Rib is -1 speed, so probably the speed one. We wanna cure her rib. Well, eventually we're gonna get a bed. So doesn't bed cure ribs as well? So maybe contracture is the one that's more important. Nah, I kind of remember. What does What does a bed do? Bed is... Oh, for crying out loud. Broken arms, hips, ribs, ruptured muscles. So I'm kind of leaning more towards contracture. Yeah. All right. So, all right, Rihanna. You feel better. All right. So that was an accuracy. So she's back to 4 accuracy, 4 strength. And she's also blind, which is awesome. She's a badass. All right. Now, back to Goth. So she gained her disposition, she cured somebody, and racked with forbidden pangs of hunger, she rushes off after her ministrations. If the settlement has cannibalized, we do not. She submits to her urges, devouring another survivor and gaining 1 strength. Suffer -1 population. Otherwise, she stews in hungry frustration, losing a D10 of survival. Two. She loses 2 survival, which is all she had. Which, that's fine. We don't care, because if she goes out again, she's going to get max survival from all our awesome stuff. So that's not too bad. All right, we have 2. That's all the stories, I believe. I think that's every story event that we've got, book event. And now we're on to our last 2 endeavors, which is, one is going to be innovate. So let's do it. So hide, organ, bone. And we are symposiistic. So we get 4. Oh, and I have to grab ammonia consequences, don't I? Which... ammonia consequences. Bloodletting lantern oven, which we don't have. Let's see, lantern oven. Cooking is lantern oven. Bloodletting. Is there any other sun stuff that is related? I don't think so. All right, what are we looking for? Hands of sun, probably. I want to devastate. I want to start devastating things. Really? Come on, Song of the Brave. Is that in here? It is. I want some devastation. Well, let's at least get 4 good ones, unlike last time. We got the worst pull this last year. So I'm hoping we get something better. All right, first option is Pictograph. Run away! Song of the Brave. We get Hovel and Hands of Sun. Yay! So we got both options that you want. You want Song of the Brave. Nice. Okay. Nice. We've got Song of the Brave is the survivors lift their voices. On arrival, you can lose a negative token, and on overwhelming darkness, you can pick the brave path. All right. So there are benefits to that. All right. Then Hands of the Sun. if you have any strength tokens, you can spend a survival to spend all your strength tokens, and on your next attack, you get Devastate. We need Hands of Sun to get Sauna, right? Which would allow us to get Hellfire, which would allow us to wear our Lion set. So I think I'm moving more towards that progression, because that allows us to get the what is it, the lungs, legendary lungs one, right? Or is that during the Birth of Color that gets us that one? Basically the Aqua Aerobics one, that's the one I'm thinking of, Aqua Aerobics. And I can't remember if that's a cascade from Hands of the Sun, or if that's something you get from a story event. But I want Hands of the Sun. Absolutely. Hands of the Sun. There we go. That's the thing that's going to help us burn down these monsters. All right, Hands of the Sun Consequences, which is our, what is it, inner lantern? Well, I think it's our inner lantern replacement, because inner lantern is Surge, I believe. So we get Sauna Shrine. And we've been adding character to this one. And Aqua Aerobics. Let's see, what else? I think that is it. I think we only get 3 more. That's significant bloat, though. In the last year, we've added 4 cards. Yeah, this was the one I was thinking of. Right, Aqua Aerobics. That's our legendary lungs. So we are also working our way towards Forbidden Dance, which gets us King Step. So Aqua Aerobics and Forbidden Dance are the ones that we're going to need if we're going to survive the gauntlet right at the end. Important. So that was one. What's our last one? Let's see, we have Nightmare Training, Drums. We could give somebody Sync Strike. Oh, wait. But wait, there's more. Somebody Insighted, right? So we get one of these. What is it? Vivid Bound Po. So, pow. We don't have heat, so can't do this. And we need Phoenix material. This one is the flinch token one. I think this one's flinch token. Flinch token fun. You get over to him, and it go boom. It's this one. So noisy. It's an item. At the start of your act, put a token on this, and adjacent monsters gain a flinch token. Then, if it has 5 tokens, archive this and go boom. So you lose an arm, and you go deaf, right? So, like you want to do it, but only so much. So if you're at the start of your turn, you want to be next to it, but you don't want to go too far. Otherwise it's bad for you. So I'm not too sure I'll be making that one, but whatever. I think we got some good ones already. All right, what adjustments, if any, do we need to make before we reset Are we making anything? Is there anything that we really even need to make at this point? I don't really want an intimacy yet because we don't have the birth of color, so no life strings. Don't really want to mess with that. We've already made Bonesmith, Skinnery, and Organ Grinder and Barber Surgeon. We could build the Weapon Crafter, you know, and just get closer to what, you know, what is it? All the iron usage. So that's an option. Or we give somebody Sync Strike, you know, and just know that we're going to keep giving people Sync Strike as we learn to dance. You guys have a preference? I do not. I do not have a preference. We still don't get any pluses on D part. Oh no, wait, we do. We got ammonia now. We get +1 on D part. Anybody have a preference? Any preference at all as far as what to do with that last endeavor? No? All right, well, we're going to give somebody Sync Strike, and it's right now I'm focusing primarily on the Usher Whitney partner combo. So we're going to give Whitney Sync Strike. Which, if I recall, was it like +4 something? I don't remember what Sync Strike is. You know, if orthogonally opposite adjacent. Let's see. When you're adjacent to the monster, attack with a melee weapon and have an attack assist. Your attack gains 1 accuracy, 1 strength, limit once per round. An attack assist if you're standing adjacent to the monster on its opposite side and parallel to you. Right. Which, wait, no, we don't want to do that with Whitney and Usher because they're gonna want to stand next to each other. So let's give this to somebody else. Yeah, we want them to be adjacent to each other for those new rings. Well, let's see. Who do we want to give it to? Probably not Elvis or Rihanna. Maybe we could give it to Kurt, Elton, Billy, Eilish, Dolly. You want to give it to Dolly Parton? She's got that mad axe. Maybe even Dolores. Dolores and Dolly. Let's go with Dolly. That's +1 accuracy and strength. If she's got an assist. Alright, so that's the last use of that. We get +1 on D part. Who's going? Who do we want to go? I'll record all these guys. I just don't see any reason to use them right now. I mean, our gear grids are overflowing. Acanthus. We got another Broken Lantern. Perfect Bone. We have 2 of those. Another question. Shimmering mane. Lion tail. Cat eye. And great cat boon. Gotta shuffle that. Gotta shuffle that. Again, thanks everybody for coming and checking out the channel. Appreciate your views, your follows, your likes, your subscribes, all that fun stuff. Makes a guy feel wanted. All right, so let's try to get some cards to make this lion different than the last fight. What was it? 5? What was it? 5A, 10B. Do I dare go for a level 3? I mean, the toughness. Nah, we're not going for level 3 yet. Howdy! What's going on? Yeah, it's what? Lantern Year 5. We have time. We've got time. Now it's all about keeping your guys alive. Keeping your guys alive, letting them age up. Let them explore. Shuffle that one. My kids come back from, I guess you could call it camp, tomorrow. So back to the old grind for me. My vacation is officially over around lunchtime tomorrow. I enjoyed myself. I got actually less sleep. I did not sleep well this last week. But I got a lot of stuff done around the house. It was nice. It was a nice relaxing time. Boy, it sure does feel weird when you can hear a pin drop in the house because there's not people people making noise throughout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is all under the assumption that we will actually find a cat at the end of a hunt. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going too. I feel like I want to hunt the phoenixes aplenty. So, Space Pirate, what brings you out? Well, welcome everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, do all this prep and then find a lope, a Gregalope or something. Something on the hunt. And we're gonna have to adjust Elvis. Right, Elvis needs adjustment. I'm okay taking Usher and Whitney again. I'm okay taking Amy Lee again. Because I mean, every step she gets closer to leaving, I think, is a good thing. Right? The Wanderer as she passes through. Hey, yeah, well, awesome. Welcome. So on this channel, we have some uses of our channel points. You can anybody at all can spend their channel points to bring in a shade, and as many shades as the level of the monster at any point. So you guys can do that to me, make that more fun. You can also force me to reroll things. Like if you don't like whatever I rolled, you can spend channel points to make me reroll. That can be for good or ill. You just have to type in what the heck you want me to reroll, and I'll do it. Do it. What else? We got more stuff on there. You can also sponsor a survivor. So we have a whole bunch of survivors here that maybe need some direction, right? You can name one off of when we get a new one, you can name one. Tell me what the heck they're wearing, what equipment they've taken out on the hunt, do all that kind of stuff, and it will be horribly sorrowful when they die. We'll do a mini funeral for them. But anyway, lots of fun ways to interact with the channel that aren't necessarily part of the rule set, but fun things to do. Let's see, he's gonna get those, but not these. Whoa, there's the 5 XP moment. Guess what? I didn't do monster controller last fight, though. Did it? Would it have mattered? I don't think it would have. He only had two rounds, right? Yeah, wouldn't have mattered. Hey, thanks for that follow. All right, if I recall, there are two cats. I think a space, and another cat. Overwhelming darkness, a cat, a space, and a cat. Boy, I think that's wrong. I am often wrong. And that's what I think makes it so fun. Oh, these are way off. Way off! Everything else looks fine. Unfortunately, if we're still hunting a level 2, we're still technically 3 rounds. So I would have potentially, based on where it was, missed out on 3 insanity. Now we're still not going to get overwhelming darkness for mineral gathering, unless we want to hope it moves away from us like it did last time. That's up to you guys. Or if we want to put it early just to try to get 1 iron or a scrap. Where do you guys want those herbs and mineral gatherings to go? Once we figure this out, then we'll go back to the gear grids and figure out who's going with Usher, Whitney, and Amy Lee. So we could play around, because we've got so many great things. All right. Oh, what is that? We have so many great weapons in this group, in this settlement. We don't have to go out with a spear-wielding screamer set. We probably should, but we don't have to. We could put Dolly Parton in there with her axe instead of the lantern halberd. Punish people. She is an axe specialist. We also have Dolores, who is Twilight Sword. We could throw her out there. Who else really? I don't really want to spread out the XP at the moment. I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to deal with Elvis right now because that means really playing with his gear grid with all the other stuffs with binge eating and whatnot. So Dolores or Dolly? Pick one. Dolores O'Riordan or Dolly Parton? Dolly has leprosy, if you remember. So if she's in the Screamer set with the lion cape, she actually has damage reduction of 2. But she's rolling -2 on severe injuries. I'm feeling Dolly Parton, but it doesn't matter. Both are going to be fine and fun. So Scavenger Kit allows you to, once you defeat a monster, you can pull a either basic resource or the monster resource. So, forgot. And it's a sinew. We need organs. So that makes me happy. Makes me happy. Let's see. Amy was what? She was still 1 and 4, 2 on everything. Dolly has damage reduction stinking 2. 1 from the jacket, 1 from being a leper. And on for a poor ex-leper. She's also crazed, so getting an insanity on perfect hits. And what else? I think that's it. She is 3 and 2. All right, let's go. No time to argue. Anybody putting a shade on the board? Don't forget, you guys can always add shades. Let's do that. Blue, Usher, Scratching Grounds. Yeah, time to get the readers. Old man. Claw marks scar the ground. The survivors may choose to investigate. Of course we are. And gain a +1 courage and roll on the table. Okay, well that's everybody, right? We can all do that. Each survivor may do it. God, this is a courageous bunch. That's 1 to Usher. 1 to Whitney. 1 to Amy Lee. Dolly is, wow, she's 1 away from seeing that truth. So, this is amazing how many, oh, where'd they go here? How many people are courageous in this settlement. Okay, everybody gets to roll. That is, is 2 10s, a 1 and a 4. Who got the 1? That's Usher. Sifting through, you get a arms location. Yeah, it's like nobody shuffled this, right? You saw me shuffle. All right, who's 4? That is Whitney. Nothing happens. Oh, and this is investigate. So who gets pluses? Usher, your +2 doesn't help you. Sorry, bud. Whitney gets, she's 4, 5, 6, still nothing happens. And nobody else. And then 2 10s. Look at that. So Amy and Dolly, a prize in the rubble, gain a lion clock. We need more of those. You know what? That's 2 bones. That is 2 resources, right? I think there are 3 in the deck. Yep, 3. We got 2. Which means when we pull for when we defeat this, not if, but when, there will be 2 lion claw less in the deck. You get a lion claw. You get a lion claw. Who's red? Whitney. Lion in heat. The darkness is filled with the unearthly screeching and yowling. Huddled together, they close their eyes but cannot sleep. All suffer 1 brain event damage. Green, herb gathering. Everybody's gonna get 1. Then we're all going to roll 1, and then you guys are gonna roll 2. So all we need to do is get above 12. And we did it! 15 plus 14 plus 5 is plenty. Alright, so we gain 1 fresh acanthus resource, and everybody gets a +1. I would, yeah, I think it's before the star existed. Wait, what am I doing? You can't go past 5? Well, you can, but it would be cheating. Where are we going? Who was that? Amy Lee? 24. 24. Big money, no whammies. Food from the mouths of others. The survivors pass a stone face that appears to be holding something in its mouth. The event revealer investigates. Not May. Does investigate. That is, again, Amy Lee. She gains a courage, which, again, gets us closer and closer to that +1 strength. Remember, drifters don't do age. They just have their own little category. Alright, rolls a d10, huh? A 9. Is a 9 good? I don't find out. Yes, 9 is good. You pull out a masticated mass. Gain 1 random basic resource and 2 insanity. What is ew. Hide. Masticated hide. Gross. Next, mineral gathering. This is Amy again, technically. A 6! Perfection! That's what we wanted, right? Go to mineral gathering here. Yes, perfect. A 6 and 7, you find 1 iron strange resource among the unyielding stone faces as you free it. Roll d10. On a 6+, you hear a snap. Woohoo! 2! Alright! We do not break our pickaxe. So, iron. Come on, baby. So far, so good. What could go wrong? Jinxing on purpose is fun, right? Alright, that was deliberate. What do we get? A generic-y. That was Amy Lee's iron. 16. This is all sounding very familiar. Oh no, it was 14 was last time. Night terrors. Your miserable sleep is plagued with mind-bending nightmares. Each survivor rolls a d10. Alright, and then it says, if the result is greater than your insanity, they learn something from the waking horror. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be everybody's. Gets a win on this one. So let's if the roll is higher than their insanity. Blue, is your insanity? Yes, it is. You learn something. You gain an understanding. 1 step closer to the white secret. Whitney, you are a 2. 4 is better than 2, or not better, it's greater. So you get an understanding. That's a whole nother debate. Is 4 better than 2? Amy Lee, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, 9 is greater. That's an understanding. That gets her 1 step closer. Oh, that's bad. Actually, we do not want her to get understanding. And then Dolly, what do you got? Oh yeah, that's an understanding for Dolly. Yeah, understanding for Amy, our drifter, apparently makes her not like us. it gives her minus hearts. And then if we get to max understanding, I'm just assuming that story event is bad. So let's not do that. Let's not do that again. And then what else? Night terrors. If any survivor has extra sense or is a savior, we do not. Nope. 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 And yeah, that's it for that one. Usher, what are you finding? An aromatic breeze. Oh, baby. Okay, the hungry lion sniffs the survivor's musk on the wind. Move the white lion 1 space towards the survivors. Oh, we're getting ambushed. If it moves into the survivor space, the white lion ambushes the survivor. If the white lion ambushes, they skip their first turn. I mean, is... Alright, you guys might have to rule-splain this one for me. I don't necessarily... Is Overwhelming Darkness technically a space? The monster can't get on the Overwhelming Darkness space, right? That's all. Is that a thing? God bless it. Why do I always forget this? I feel like the answer is no. I feel like it can't go on Overwhelming Darkness. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. You still have to perform it, but you don't get ambushed. So let's go ahead and roll for arrow. Let's see. No, this one's roll, so we still have to roll a hunt event for this one. So move it. If it ambushes, it ambushes. Up, and then you still have to roll. So let's roll. We're not there yet. 79. Dying Small Prospector. Oh, hey! I remember this. Yeah, it's blue. If your settlement already has the portcullis key, he's gone. Roll again on the hunt table. So, the survivors, because we had the portcullis key in Soundgarden, didn't we? We had it at Soundgarden, but we didn't, can't bring it with us, right? So, technically, we don't have it. So, we discover a body slumped. I mean, we already grabbed it off his body, and we find his body again, the key wouldn't be there again. But technically, the settlement does not have the portcullis key. So we're gonna do it anyway. The survivors discover a body slumped against the large stone face. Moving closer, they find a small dying prospector riddled with arrows. As they approach, he growls a warning, threatening them with a huge stone shard. When he sees that they're not evil monsters, he calms down and gives them key. With his dying breath, he says, "This is the key to the portcullis. Without it, you will never get through. Record the portcullis key." We should just... I know it's you can't have another one. But I feel like because we already did it, the portcullis key... I'm getting hungry all of a sudden. Because we already did this, I feel like he should already be dead, and there should be no key. Like that opportunity is gone. That ship has sailed, right? I'm calling it. All right. Right. I feel like we can't do this again. Sorry, I'm calling it. Nothing happens. Roll again. I'm doing it. I'm sorry. You can get multiple keys from the same dude that dies that we already buried. Right? Oh, fine. Alright. Damn logic. We've got record the portcullis key. We're not gonna argue when it's beneficial. Settlement notes, port, cutlet, key. And then we have graves. So the event revealer builds a small monument of broken stone noses and gains +1 understanding. Damn, Usher. You're so understanding. It's like you know me. Deep inside. Alright, then we do Overwhelming Darkness. Dang. And our leader is eating a ham sandwich. So that sucks. Let's see. But we are all courageous. So I guess it doesn't matter too much because this will give us a survivor. So that's a win. So who's a one? Who's the one? Amy Lee. Amy. You find a half-dead survivor covered in translucent moths, and ignoring them, you lose a courage, or spend all your survival and gain +1 population. Well, that's always a no-brainer for me. So now here's an opportunity for somebody to sponsor a survivor and give them a name. go full on. Never-ending story and shout out the name and sponsor that survivor using channel points. All right, we have 2 2s. That's a -1 accuracy token. No one has tokens yet. -1 accuracy token for Whitney and Dolly. And then rolled a 4. Sweet. So that's the whole, you see the whale overhead, it booms, you vomit. It makes everybody else happy. Usher, well done, buddy. Everybody's getting a +1 survival because of your brave display. But who lost everything? Was it Amy? Amy lost everything. And then she gets 1 back. And then we arrive, and everybody gets 3 for the first aid kit and 1 for the lion cape. So everybody's at max. Très bien. Hey, everybody does it differently. I'm fine, I'm fine. All right, so all our arrivals are good. Let's have some fun with a level 2 lion. Roar. Just have that every time I hear roar, all I think about is what, Madagascar. Roar. Alex, King of New York. At least we don't get ambushed. The Bone Eaters were on the board. They were over here. So they were in play, but they didn't make it this time. All right, did anybody redeem anything while I wasn't looking? Rerolls or other? No. Putting the monster controller on Whitney, randomly, I guess. Cunning again. That's an if. I did shuffle those, you guys saw me. We actually didn't do too bad with the loot on the hunt. Quite a bit of good. And are we ready to rock and roll? Because I'm ready to just go straight into it. Terrain, what do we got? Besides 1 tall grass. Hey, bug patch. Come on, sword beetle. And dead monster. Yes. All right, so dead monster. Yeah, Stiggler. Woohoo! All right, so if dead monsters drawn during the showdown setup, survivors may start anywhere we want, and we can go first. Then, if we scavenge, we can get ourselves something excellent, which, if we do it with a Screamer, if we do it with Dolly, we can get ourselves a +2 on that. So, I like that. I like that. And then, of course, Bug Patch. So that's adjacent to the monster. Then we got Bug Patch, also adjacent to the monster. Man. This one is a rich one. Where's my dead monster? Perfection. Let's just surround it. Where do we want those? Let's do that. Do we want to just start behind him? Because we get to go first, right? Yeah, we get to go first. And in scavenger kit add +1 so we can't basically hurt ourselves. We want anything +4. So, man, that's a lot of good. Where do you guys want to start? Do we want to put, do we want to do that? Oh, this is just for funsies. Putting this over here. And that those are my awesome badge swag items for Gen Con. When you guys see me at Gen Con, ask for one of those. I'll give it to you for free. Oh, that's right. 4 spaces away. What a pain. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you like that? That's better. And let's see. I like this person. Yeah. And, well, adjacent to the monster. And maybe bow over there. And we want adjacencies. I don't know, just put them right behind. Is that good? We like that? Just try not to kill it so quick. Well, I'll tell you what. We could... I mean, technically, I could put them like that. Let's do that. That's she can still go. Everybody's in the grass. All right, let's have Dolly scavenge straight out of the way, right? Oh, I just made a new Axe Girl mini. I want to use it. Took the mom from Axe family. Since you don't have the spear anymore. Get out, Ski. Just try not to kill. All right, here we go. Dolly, what are you rolling on Dead Monster? Let's roll really high. Because you want, Stickler, you want us to get a resource from the Phoenix, don't you? Don't ya? Well, we're going to get +2 that. 4 +2 is only a random basic resource. Wah, wah, wah. You get a hide. Congrats. All right, now we're going to kill stuff, right? Can we please kill stuff? Let's launch an arrow. Do you think she's going to hit it this time? Amy Lee. Hitting on 6s, hollow point arrow. Haha, there we go. So the monster gets a -1 movement. Gosh, it's been a minute. There you go, movement. Now let's see if we can actually do damage. Oh, wouldn't this be nice? Yeah, I don't see us failing unless we roll that one number. Oh, that's still a wound. The hollow point has a base of 11. So that's really nice. So that's a wound. And holy hell. All right, let's remember. It is my intention to always, what is it, embolden and overcharge if available. So this should have been an embolden and an overcharge because I don't remember. So that's 1 and 2. So that's 2 damage. And not a crit, so there. Alright, that was her turn. She could move away if she so desired, but I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, let's have Usher go. Usher has a -1 evasion token. He's got the Pride Katana, hitting on 6, 5, 4, 3s or better. Wah wah. 1 hit. Again, he's emboldening, and he's over. Do I want to do that, or do I want to surge and have him hit again? Well, either way, he's emboldened. Where is he? So he's getting that strength token. And I think I want to just regular attack. Or, and then I'll surge. That's better? Yeah, I think that's better. Alright. So we'll just hit again. Alright, so this is not an overcharge. So on a wound, basic attack. Now I am next to my partner, critting on 6s or better, so that's a crit. So the White Lion's vision is impaired, -1 accuracy token. Now I'm at 1, 2, 3. No, I can't. Because I can't, it's like mutually exclusive nonsense, because if I surge, I have to spend the strength token. If I overcharge, I have to spend the strength token. So, yeah, it's one or the other, and I would like to surge, so I'm going to do that now. So spend it, attack again. Oh, look at that, double perfects. If only I had something to do. Oh, right, shoot! Dang it, I'm not, is that a 5 XP? That's not a 5 XP. You guys want bearded one, right? Yeah, we want bearded. Bearded Ringo. I forgot about strategist. Whatever. Alright. No perfects. What do we got? We got a failure. He jumps away. And on a wound, if he has 3 understanding the sound, okay, well, we like that one. So we're going to do Beast Ribs first. This is with his Pride Katana, critting on 6s or better. That's another crit. What is the crit? It is the force of the blow breaks the White Lion's ribs, weakening it. It gains a -1 toughness token. Look at all those minus tokens. Love that. White Lion gains -1 toughness token. Alright, now we got this one. Let's go. Beast's Ear. Yes, this is so much more, so much easier than putting. One more. The force of the blow damages the White Lion's ear. It's now partially deaf. -1 accuracy token. This thing's not gonna hit anything. I'll take it. Was him. He could move. He could, but I'm not going to. Alright, now it's his partner's turn, Whitney, who is adjacent to her partner, and rolling 3s. She's got 2 accuracies, so we're hitting on 6, 5, 4s or better. Oh, embolden. Telling you, I forget every time. Embolden and overcharge. That is, oh yeah, because she got an accuracy, she's not hitting on 5s anymore. She's hitting on 4s. That's 3, including a perfect, but we don't have any perfects. Whew, I was scared for a moment. I was scared. No, I'm gonna have her. I'm having her overcharge because I can get 3 3 hits on this. I think that's better than technically. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Anyway, because she's got sharp and all the deadlies and stuff, I think we're okay. I don't really know if it really matters too much. All right, so we got a Beast's Heal, which is a good one. We got a Failure, which is, yeah, we don't care, because it's just going to go forward and nobody's going to be there. And then we've got Basic Actions. So let's go with the first one. Let's go with that first one. Now we are critting on 7s or better. Well, that's it. That's 9 plus 3 plus 1, but it's also a crit. So we're gonna ka-chunk, take 2. What is my crit? The precise attack of the monster's straining tendon. Precise attack ruins the monster's straining tendon. The white line is knocked down. Yeah! And persistent injury, ruptured tendon. When the white lion starts its movement, roll. It could be knocked down again. Alright, so all the reactions are canceled, so we're just rolling to hit this guy. Beast's Tricep. Oh, well, it's a wound. Which is 2, as I overcharge. And now we're going after this one. Big money, no whammies. Oh, it's crit! So, what does this say, pray tell? It's 2 more. Cancel. Yeah, the trauma, the impact fractures the white lion's shoulder. The white lion gains a -1 movement token. God, this guy is crippled. We're all crippling someone. So 2. 2 and 2. All right, and she's done. And everybody's done. I don't have anybody to surge. They've all done stuff. I don't have any strength tokens on Whitney, so she can't surge. There's nothing I could do. So he hops up, apparently. Wah, wah, wah. But look at that. I'd say that was a pretty good round, don't you? Let's see what he does. Combo Claw. Pick target, closest threat, face it, in range. That's Dolly. Do I dash away from this lion? Can he can't get to me anymore, right? He's got 7, 6, 5 movement. Be pretty rude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. That's the wrong answer. So Dolly spends a survival to dash away. And when he moves, is he knocked over? No. Darn. Shouldn't have rolled the survivor die. Should have rolled a stinking bad guy. Alright, well, if this attack deals damage more than once, draw AI. Oh, sadly, it did not. Sorry, buddy. Alright, well, no one's adjacent from this. So now it's our turn. I should have flipped last time. And who is going to get the bug patch? That's the scavenger kit person. Who's scavenger kit? That's Amy Lee. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll for scavenge. 6 plus 1. Pretty sure it's 1 and not 2 dice. It is scavenge should add 1. So yeah, we're at 7. Gain 1 random vermin. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on, Sword Beetle. How many sword beetles are in here? 1. 1 sword beetle. What do you think? Think we're gonna get it? I think we're gonna get like a nightmare tick, or I'd love to get razor maggots again, but sword beetle's the only one I want. All right. Because that's the only one that, you know, we have some kind of consequence for. Good luck. Cyclops fly. All right, I will always take a 6+ accuracy. All right. So who got that? That was Amy Lee. Way to go, Amy. So she's done. Who's hit? All right, so Usher's gonna get a weapon prof. Whitney won't because she's not using her thing. Amy is not yet. Dolly probably should get an axe. Let's see. Let's let her 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's let her get in on the action, right? She's rolling 2. What's her accuracy? She got a -1 accuracy token from the hunt. So she's hitting on 5 4s or better. Rolling 2 dice, hitting on 4s or better. And she does get to re-roll 1s because the axe is heroic. During your attack roll, re-roll any natural 1s except the final result. And we got a perfect hit here, so she's going to get an insanity. That 2. That's better than 1. All right, so she's going to get an insanity. And then she's going to pull a hit location that is hopefully crittable. Yes. Beast's Temple. She's got 6, 7. That's it. So we need 3 or better. 3. There it is. 3 or better. Sweet. So that's a wound. Not a failure. So she's now going to get a tick on the weapon prof box. Who should come in and try to clean up? Not really seeing one that has to do it over the other. So let's go ahead and have Usher come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that'll put her in a diagonally non-adjacent spot when she comes in. Oh, you know what? I should have Whitney dash. I'm gonna have Whitney dash. Reason being, I want her to be adjacent to him when he does his attacks for reasons, right? And we're good. We can go ahead and embolden an overcharge, right, for Usher. Yeah, sure. That is sadly. Is that enough? Yes, that's too bad. I think that's only 1 hit. 6s, 5s, 4s, or better. Oh, wah, wah. That's 1. Still 1 though. Let's see what we can do. So we're gonna get potentially 2 out of this. All right. Strange hand. A failure reaction. Or we can do lost hand. Let's see. Big money, no whammies. 6 is a crit with this guy. We're standing next to his girl. So that's 2 because of overcharge. What's the crit say? It says you hack off the monster's hand, spend a survival to treasure this moment, and gain a strength. Ooh, he's got 1 left. So yes. Yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you. That's 3 strength on the boy. And what else? That's it. And persistent injury. All right, now it's his lady's turn. Let's see if we can't finish this. Does she want to? Yes, she wants to. She's going to do all of it. Overcharge, embolden, and roll all 3 of her long claw dice, hitting on 6, 5 4s or better. That's 2 hits, 6 and 5. That's all we need. Just no trap. Yay! Look at that. Well, let's do this one first, the fuzzy groin, because why not? Let's hit it right in the ding-dong. Oh, no crit, but it is a wound, which does 2, and he's dead. Check, 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 check. Boom. Yay, that's it, we did it.
That's it, we did it!
We did it!
That's a win. Now we did not get the sword beetle, but okay, where was the trap? I always like to know. Oh, 5 cards back in the back of the bus. Lovely. That's why I was wondering, like, should we go after a level 3? Because I'm like, man, these guys are kind of beefy. All right, we're gonna get 2 XP. And Usher is not blind. I think that's the thing that matters with Katana spec. I don't think you get squat. I think you get squat. You have to be blind and have 4 levels of prof in order to get the bonus of on your perfect hits each attack with Katana. Do not draw a hit, they just die. So we need one more prof and somehow suffer blind. Which, if we had the... Where is that card? We can force a blind. Do you guys remember this one? So this one is an organ from a lope. I don't know if we have one at the moment. And a survivor with analyze. We can force blind on somebody, which would be pretty nice. But I think it has to be that person with analyze. So, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be him or not. All right, Whitney gets 2 XP. No weapon prof. Amy Lee, no weapon prof, but 3 XP. And she's going to tell us another story, so that's awesome. Dolly's getting 2 XP. She's going to age up. Let's see, what do we get on the hunt? Monster hide, lion claw, cyclops fly, iron, another hide, love that, another lion claw. And we got fresh acanthus. That was a pretty good farm. Not too bad. Right, and Dolly. Dolly, no, not Usher, Dolly. So Usher has 3 checkboxes left. Dolly has 1 checkbox left before she could see the truth. But Usher, getting close. Then he can get blind. Very important. That's definitely another way to force it. And there's plenty of courage to be had when hunting a lion, as we found. All right, what do we get? Does anybody remember? Is it 6? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we still wanting to get some organs. Anything to build out. Right, 2, Catarium, yeah, okay. I think we're still wanting anything at this point. All right, basics. Broken oh yes, thank you. Broken lantern, monster bone, monster hide, more broken lanterns. It's awesome. Yeah, now we're getting closer. We're getting some momentum here. Fur testes. There you go. There's our consumable for Elvis. Elvis is going to be drinking the the caffeine drinks. White fur sinew, and cat's eye. Wow. Okay, we wanted hide. We got a lot of hide. That's a lot of hide. 2. But yeah, getting the frenzy drink for Elvis. That's awesome. I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, we forgot one thing. Do we want to go for the scavenger kit? Do we want to go to the monster deck or the basic deck? Which one you guys want to do there? Trying to think, do we need anything? Because like you can get perfect. We need a perfect organ. So I think we need to go to the basics, actually. Here we go. What is it? Let's go! Who need... Oh, shoot. Oh, no, we have no Scullies. So, who do we give that insanity to? Who needs it the most? Dolly? Usher? Let's give it to Usher. Does he need insanity? I don't know if he does. I don't know if anybody needs insanity. But I'm going to give it to Dolly, since she's all about her crazed. Did anybody even take a wound that time? I don't think anybody did. I think we beat the ever-living piss out of him before he even had a chance to wound us. Oh, and then we gave him 2 minus movement tokens and then ran away from him, taunting him. Stupid kitty. All right. Advance the year. We're Lantern Year 6. We have no great story. No great anything happening this year. It's freezies. But this might dictate a lot of fun. Yeah, is it? So when I do this, it's usually... I usually do it like if it's collected on the Showdown results, it's only the survivors I take with me. But if it's something... If I pull that during some other thing, like, and... yeah, I can give it to anybody. Then I can pass it around a little bit. What? No, what? No. Wrong tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there we go. All right. Here we go. What do we get? Sun Sparring Right. People of the Sun only. Only include this in your settlement deck if playing People of the Sun. Strangers bedecked in furs and vivid blues approach the sacred pool, resolute with weapons drawn. Suspicious and wary, the settlement's warriors engage their visitors in a tense exchange. Roll a d10. Oh boy. We don't have a channel reroll, but we're not going to need it. Watch this. Shit! Okay, what happens at a 1? Fatal Attraction. The survivor with the highest courage in this settlement is dead. Remove this event from the deck for the rest of the campaign. Oh, man. Who's got the highest? Is it Dolly? No, it's not Dolly. Who is it? Oh, please don't let it be Riri. Uh-oh. Is it Riri or Elvis? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's gonna be one of them. It's the, let's see. The survivor with the highest courage. All right, so yep. So either Elvis or Rihanna is dead. I can't let Rihanna die, right? She's our fist and tooth master. Oh. I can't do it. Oh my god. Does Elvis have a reroll? No, he does not. Okay. Alright, well, there you go. Our stinking brand new Berserker with Bitter Frenzy is dead. Our spear guy, our binge eater, I don't know. So while everybody was out adventuring and he was eating, he died. Oh, that sucks. But we get two more endeavors. Oh man, that hurts me emotionally, deep down. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. And oh, we could have gotten that syncrotic vestments, man. Oh, what a bummer. We could have gotten the Sanctuary Longsword rare gear, which we just actually got that card in a white box, didn't we? Oh, what a bummer. Oh, poor Elvis. But I can't kill Rihanna. I'm sorry. That's just not gonna happen. We're not killing our stinking fisted tooth mastery. Oh, telling you, that's one of the reasons why I like this game so much. Is if everything was just picking flowers, that's not going to be very fun. All right, well now the world is our oyster. We are going to definitely innovate. What do we got? We got a monster hide, a bone. We don't need a skull for anything right now, do we? What about organ? A sinew. Let's innovate. Oh, what a bummer. I mean, Elvis. Oh, we're mourning you, dude. What a bummer. I feel terrible. I'm emotionally wrecked right now. Building up your survivors, starting to learn to love them. Then they get run over. Curb stomped by the game when there's nothing you can do about it. Ugh. He dodged death already though. So I don't know. No, I feel like he got it. Face painting, storytelling, Song of the Brave, and well, I think I know what we're doing. I would love to have heat. What's the reason? Why do I want to have heat? What's the thing? So we got the Vivid Bienpo, and I thought there was another reason we needed heat. What was the right, that was the prism lantern, the broken prism lantern we need heat for. Right. So this and this. Oh, no, it's so okay, so this is for the mask and the dagger, though. Dagger. And then this one is small feathers and paint with heat combined for the boom boom. The flinch token one. Oof. And you want me to spend it on Song of the Brave. What are the Lantern Oven consequences? Why can I never remember consequences? This is one of the reasons why you should go download the Scribe app. You click on it, it just auto adds, which you don't learn that way, but but I don't learn this way anyway. We got scrap smelting, cooking, which I definitely want, and morgue. So morgue we will probably, I was gonna say we're not getting there, but we are getting there, aren't we? Elvis, oh, dead. That hurts. Because we've, well, okay, wait, hold on. Technically, this settlement has only lost, shoot, I need to be making a note. So that is, put a big R. So Bowie, Elvis, shoot, who else has died here? I feel like we lost two recently. Lana Del Rey. Was Adele here? Or was it Adele and the other one? Crap. I don't remember. Yeah, I'll have to figure that one out. I might have to go watch a video or two of mine on YouTube to remember who died. Was it Adele? So that put us up to 4 for this settlement. I'm struggling. Elvis, Bowie, Lana, Adele. Those are the only ones I can think of at the moment. But I'll figure that out. Oh, Adele was the other one. I gotta erase the letter R. All right. Because that matters. You have to keep track of that. All right. What else am I missing here? Because that, yeah, to me, I want heat because I want cooking. I also want that D-part bonus. This is nice, but for the most part, everybody is already brave. Like, the freaking truth. I have so many brave people. I'm not really worried about that. Dolores is brave. Taylor Swift and Axl are 1 away from brave. Everybody else is just fodder at the moment. So that one is not as much. Again, yeah, just from Overwhelming Darkness, you don't get any -1 strength tokens. I'm kind of okay with the accuracy things and other movement tokens. Yeah, I don't really know if I'm too worried about it right now. Especially when, what is the, using negative attribute tokens as survival is always potential. But Lantern Oven, to me, I think is more better. What gets us closer to Forbidden Dance and stuff? I don't think any of these. Yeah, it's Song of the Brave or Lantern Oven. Both of them throw in some more bloat. But I'll roll Brave if that's what you want. Yeah. Are we going to use heat right this instant? I don't think so. Because even if we get the dagger and the pattern for the dagger and the mask, I don't think we can use it or make it. I don't think we can make it. Let me double check. The dagger needs 2 more broken prism lanterns, a perfect hide, 3 bone, and then the sun lantern mask is 2 iron, a perfect bone, and 5 bone. Okay, well that one we might actually be able to do. I actually think we have 2 iron. We just got that perfect bone and 5 bone. Dagnabbit. Because that would be pretty awesome if we could get that. Let me double check what the sun lantern mask is. Is it an accessory? Not screaming. No, that's white sunlight. There we go, sun lantern. This is what I want. Damn you, Aziz! There you go. +2 movement would be amazing. Why we have 3 helmets that don't. I don't know why. We've got the Woe headband. We've got the new Rawhide bandana. And if we make this, that would make 3 stinking helmets that we've been rotating through on our 3rd set of armor. But if it points to a weapon with 4 less strength, it gains range 4. You gotta be kidding me. All right, that's amazing. Was it the last settlement we were like potentially throwing Excaliburs? What could we throw? I mean, obviously not the Twilight Sword, the Lantern Halberd. We could throw a nuclear knuckle. Would that be nuts? Throwing nuclear knuckles. Can't throw a finger of God. No, can't throw the Pride Katana. You could throw a long claw? No. Right. That would be pretty crazy. What else? She could throw her common katana? Oh, man. Amy Lee could throw her katana. And Dolly could not throw her axe. That's too big. Well, I like your Song of the Brave, but I'm going Lantern Oven. Oh, if it comes up again. Yeah, throwing shield orang. that would be excellent, actually. All right. We don't have a shield, and that is a problem. That's a major problem. So let's work on that. All right, so we're adding Lantern Oven. What else? What else is going on? What else do we need to do? Oh, wait, we've got ages. Didn't we? Dolly and Amy Lee? Yes, that's correct. Let's do age first for Dolly. Which is... which one? It is 2. Age 2. Improved reflexes. That's a lantern and a 1. 11 is +1 permanent strength. Congratulations, Dolly. She's at +2. And now we get to read the second page of Drifter. The second age up. Alright, so we've got Fear in the Gathering Gloom. An uncanny survivor staggers out of the darkness, snuffling after Goth's lingering scent. Its peeling skin reveals patches of flesh pulsing with black veins. With a hoarse cry, the interloper charges at her. In this instant, she considers submitting to oblivion. Interesting. Okay, so add 1 for each heart, so she's got 1, and roll a d10. Ooh, that's a 10. 9 plus. The helpless horror of the other survivors fuels her conviction. She vanquishes her assailant. Worried of what the settlement might learn from its unsightly presence, she drags the corpse into the darkness. Alone, she cannot resist the sweet-scented flesh. Its piquant flavor numbs her mind. Goth erases a disorder of her choice and loses to understanding. Well, she doesn't have any disorders, and she has 2 understanding. That's yay. So that's I guess a win. That's it. Man, that is technically the best of the bunch. It is the best possible outcome. And yeah, she doesn't have anything. There you go. Amy Lee survives another day. She has no disorders, and she has no understanding. Boom. Good ending. Nice way to maul 2 lions today. All right, I had a good time. All right, but for me, 5 XP, I think I'm done. So thanks everybody for showing up, saying hi, joining the group, and we'll see you guys next time. See you next Sunday. Adios, amigos.